I've said to you before that every once in a while there's a project that I am like massively excited to share with you. And this is one of them. This is a design team project for scrapbooking with me. And you can get this beautiful Kaiser Craft paper called Fairy Garden at Scrapbooking with me. I'm sorry, it's just reading here what it says. So let's go through this paper collection really quickly. I had ordered, sorry my hand looks weird, I just took my brace off to do this video. So you can get this in the 6.5 by 6.5 and also 12 by 12, and there's also a ephemera that comes with it. I wish I had had the ephemera. I'm actually going to order it from Scrapbooking with me because I still have this pad and a 12 by 12 that I will be making a journal with. It's very, very different than the paper from the fairy paper from Graphic 45. This is very pastel, very shabby chic. So if you like the bright, vibrant colors, you can pick up the Graphic 45 and you can get that at Scrapbooking with me. Or if you like the pastel colors and you like that it comes with these sentiments that you can use to make cards. What I'm doing, because I'm not using the tags, is I put those in my stash, and these are such beautiful soft colors that these are going to go with lots of other different paper collections, and I keep those in my stash, and then I have them handy, like if I'm doing a junk journal with these colors, or you know, just making cards, I can use these sentiments and such. There's a few that I did use throughout the journal. You can use like Every Day Holds New Magic, Have a Magical Day, Make a Wish, because those things kind of can go with that. But oh, look at this. Look at this, my crafty friends. You can't see, but there's like a hint of glitter on it. It's just so stunningly beautiful. And you've got this one, and this one has glitter on it. These are more of a vintage style fairy, and this is like a glitter paper here. So anyway, really gorgeous papers, and you will see throughout the journal. Well, I'm sorry guys, we're at 3 minutes and I haven't even, this is not a journal, this is an album. Okay, so I knew I wanted to keep it simple on the outside. I knew I wanted to use this beautiful vintage style closure. This is a 6 by 6. I was very foolish and did not look and see that this was a 6.5 by 6.5 till I had already cut my foundation for my my album, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have made this 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I was kind of bummed about that, but it worked out just fine. So I just picked the papers I wanted on the front, and then I fussy cut these butterflies out of the 12 by 12 paper. I used this beautiful rosette trim that I've had in my stash for an extremely long time on both ends of my album. And then I have fairies on the back. All right, let's go in. Very simple to open. And let's start here. So because we're closing it like this, of course you needed paper here, and here I had fussy cut this image from the collection, and then I have this little tag that slides in there, and then if someone wanted to put a photo, they could do that. So, look at this goodness. Look at that. I am so excited to share this with you. All right. Our first 2 pages. I used a little frame, a little, I guess it's resin frame. No, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get a little closer. There we go. All right. So you can see the little fairies there, and this has a sentiment that says, make your own magic. Just a couple of little wild orchid craft flowers, some trims, and look how beautiful that paper is. I did add a hint of light stamped butterflies there. This opens like this, and there's another stamped butterfly. All you need is faith, trust, and a little pixie dust. And then this is from the collection. I have like real faint stamping on that as well. On this side, there is a pull out, and I did not put anything on the back because once photos are put on there, I want it to still be able to slide nicely into there. So that opens up like this. So it's room for 3 photos there and your journaling. And then this pulls out. I've got some stamping back there as well. And then a photo here. And then you could do journaling on this side. You could even put a little photo here. You could do more journaling and then a photo on the back. So that's our first page. Second page. This right here is from a different Kaiser Craft collection, and it had a sentiment in it, and I fussy cut the inside of it out, and I put this sentiment from this collection that says, always believe something wonderful is about to happen. And something is. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. So, I have this real pretty floral trim in my stash, so I did that on the edge there. Got a couple wild orchid craft flowers. This opens like that. I just love this. It looks so vintage. And it opens like that. And then we've got this pretty page. And this would be nice for journaling on this side. But a photo could go there as well. And then that opens up. And we have this beautiful butterfly. And I left that open. So a photo can still go in there. But I did layer 2 butterflies. I had the large butterfly and then this butterfly that I adhered in the center. And that photo can still be adhered behind it. And you can still see the photo. So pretty. I loved that. I'd had that big butterfly in my stash for a long time. All right. So on this page, I made a pocket out of a paper from the collection, and then I added this image, which again is from a different Kaiser Craft collection. I added the trims and the wild orchid craft flowers and a double layered bow applique, and then a tiny little floral bling center, and that opens up, and inside we've got these 2 tags with that faint stamping. So room for little journaling secrets in there. And this has got a tie, seam binding tie closure, and that opens up like that. And because I'm OCD, as many of you know, I'm going to close that right now. All right, then back here, we have this pull-out mat, and I added 2 layered trims there, and this pretty photo mat. Room for journaling or another photo on the back. And then we have this journaling tag, and I just have this little, you could even put a photo on there if you wanted to. And then this photo mat. And usually on my photo mats, I only like to put one paper on it, and that way it doesn't get so thick that it's hard once somebody starts putting photos in here that it's an issue. Okay, so on this page, we have a belly band. This is also from that other Kaisercraft collection. Pretty trim and some layered appliques and Wild Orchid Craft and Recollection flowers. And then we have this little insert. This is from the sticker pack that you get with the 12 by 12. And this actually opens up accordion style. But what I did was I have envelopes on both sides. So this one says Make a Wish, and it has a pull-out photo mat and a journaling tag. Look at that beautiful, beautiful paper. So many beautiful collections out right now. So then we have that beautiful butterfly paper. Oh, so gorgeous. And then on this side, this one says, your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. And this comes from the very edge bottom of the paper. It's not even part of the paper. It's usually the part that you cut off and throw away. Only every single one of the 12 by 12 has some kind of saying like that. So there is your photo mat on that page, and then that butterfly. And I apologize if you hear snoring. It is my cat. And then on the back side, oh, I guess we need to do it like this. This is what the back side looks like. So the fairies are kind of looking inward, and we have that beautiful paper. So I did pop up the belly band so that it will house, you know, this thick, whatever you call it, accordion fold insert. Okay, so on this page, I needed to keep it a little bit simple because obviously this page is crazy. So I did not put any tags back here. I actually had meant to. So if anybody's interested in this album, if you'd like, I can make some tags to go back in there. So this is just like a little photo booklet. And that slides back in here behind this lace and trim. Actually, I like it like that. And then this opens, and you've got room for photos or journaling inside there. All right. So this pocket is really unique, and I had been planning this kind of page for a long time, and I'm going to show you because you probably can't tell yet. Let's do this. This is a clear acetate pocket, and this is from some kind of packaging. It was like dyes or something, and there's a little bit of room in here. It's not like completely smushed, so there was like maybe a 1/4 of an inch, and I thought, oh, that would someday that'll make a great page for a mini album. So here it is. So inside is just this simple photo booklet, and we're going to slide that back in, and then we'll look at what's on the front. So on the front, I had this little wooden, it came with little wooden embellishments from Prima or something, and I had it in my stash for a long time, and this is not my idea to use this in a mini album. This is JJ Showers, I think, her idea. So I just used different images from the collection. I put a heart. Let's get closer. There we go. You can see the butterflies and the fairy. Little hearts and flowers. So I just love that. I've done this one other time, and I thank JJ Showers for the brilliant idea. I did make it so you could tuck something back here, and this is my first acetate tag with this pretty fairy that I have in my stash. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make these floating image tags. So yeah, slides back in there. And then I just have this little butterfly applique. And when you turn the page, this is the beautiful image that is in that clear acetate. And when you take it out, because you have that floating fairy, that's what it looks like when you take out this. And then when you put it back in, voila. I love that. Okay, so then on this page, I have an accordion fold pocket, and I decided to do a to use this closure because sometimes the accordion fold pockets can start sagging a little bit, especially when you get lots of stuff in it. But look at all that room. So guys, if you want to make an accordion fold pocket, just go on YouTube and insert in the search bar, write accordion fold pocket tutorial, and there will be a brilliant one there for you, and it's the one I learned from. This again is from that other Kaisercraft collection. I'm sorry guys, I can't remember it. I just bought one 12 by 12 sheet. So I cut these rosettes in half. I put my trim on. I layered my appliques and then Wild Orchid Craft flowers. So there are 2 of these in each pocket. And I had bought a pack of cards and envelopes at Michael's, and they said thank you on the front, and I knew I wasn't going to use thank you, but they were like super marked down, so I just got them, and then when you open it up, they're blank, so that's what I did with them. So there's 2 of these in each one of the pockets, and there's four pockets. So there's 2, there's 2 more, and there's 2 more. So there you go. And like I said, OCD, so we're going to tie that back closed. All right. Now we are at our last 2 pages. I made another little envelope, and I kind of didn't do it very well, so I had to kind of adjust it and stuff, but this is what I ended up with, and I have a little, journaling paper in there. This is from that other Kaisercraft collection, and this says follow your heart. We have another beautiful floating fairy tag. I just love these. I know, I know it couldn't have been my own idea, but I didn't watch a tutorial or anything. I just made it on my own. So this is magnetized, and it opens like this, and it's hard to show because of the way the book is standing. When the book's laying down, it shows different. So this opens, and this comes down, and then this opens, and that comes down. And then you have this. So it's kind of like a waterfall in a way. Ta-da! All right. Now to our last page. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I often like to put a mini within a mini. And since I started creating junk journals, I started thinking I wanted to put a journal in the mini. And that's what I did. So again, I used packaging. Let me show you how deep this is. And I don't remember what packaging that is, but it's like about 3/4 of an inch deep. And I save all that stuff. Let me show you real quick, because somebody may be watching this years from now, and I like to share this information. So let me bring you over. I have this drawer, mini album shaker plastics. And this is what I do. I keep them. See, this one's pretty deep. And I would just cut the top of it off and use it as a pocket. I even save this kind for shakers. These. I save them all. And that way, I have them if I need them for something really cool. All right. Back to the book. Sorry if you weren't interested in that. All right. So I just decorated my plastic. I trimmed out, because the edges are not pretty. So I trimmed out the edge, and then I just layered lace and these pretty appliques. Behind it, I have a pocket with a book, well, a photo booklet. So you could put photos on that and keep that back behind. So there's room for a lot of photos in this mini album. This is just for journaling. You will not be able to put photos in here, because if you did, it would not slide back into this pocket. Okay, so journaling only in this book. And the funny thing is, look at the back. When you buy a Kaisercraft collection, there's a part of in the front is all the pictures of the different papers, and it's a lightweight chipboard. I don't know. It's not really chipboard, but it's a heavyweight paper, super heavyweight paper, and it's like laminated. Anyway, I used that for the base of my book. And then I added this from the collection. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. I stenciled this little fairy door. And then let's go through. Magic is all around. And I did use coffee dyed papers. And I did spritz a little glimmer mist. I have little trims on the edge of these. We've got some little tags and tuck spots. Magic is in your heart. Make your own fairy tales. Here we've got a little stenciled fairy and a little tag. All you need is faith, trust, and a little pixie dust. Never stop dreaming. Magic happens. Once upon a time. A couple more tags. This one's got mushrooms on it. Make a wish. A little journaling. And some of this is actually avocado dyed. I only did one avocado, so obviously I need to have more avocados to make it more pink. It's pretty trim. So I hope you like this idea. I mean, if you purchase this to store photos of your child, you can also journal about your child in here. If you bought this for yourself, then you can journal about yourself. I love this paper. All right. I'll be honest, it was hard to transition from the Graphic 45 bright colors to the pastel colors. And at first I was a little hesitant because I had had so much fun with the Graphic 45 fairy papers. But I'm telling you, this is beautiful. And I loved how I could make it very shabby chic. I hope you will head over to Scrapbooking with me. I have a coupon code that is in the description box for you. There we go. So let's talk about this album just a teensy bit more and tell you what size it is. Like I said, it's actually 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then it has a 5-inch spine. This album is for sale. It will be listed on eBay. If you're interested, I usually give my YouTube subscribers a day or two to let me know if you're interested in this before I list it on eBay. So let me know. You can email me. I don't like to tell my price in my video because sometimes if something doesn't sell and, you know, somebody contacts me 6 months from now and this is still for sale, I might want less for it than I want, you know, initially, just to move it along. But I think someone's going to fall in love with this because it's amazing and I love it. And thank you for wanting to see it. All right. Check all the links in the description box down below. Oh my God, this video is so long. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Scrappy Day. Bye.